Hi everybody, I'm Melinda Gallant and I want to welcome you to another edition of Cape Conversations. We've got a great one today. It's with a young new author and he grew up here in Sandwich and graduated from Sandwich High School. Oh my gosh, we have successful kids from our high school. How wonderful. So come along, let's have another Cape Conversations. Hi everybody, I am so excited to be with a wonderful author who's young and vibrant, and he tells me he's moving to Florida tomorrow or on Thursday, which we're all a little worried about. Other than that, he's a great guy. Hi,
Hello.
Teddy, how are you?
Fantastic, thank you for having me.
Excellent. Now your last name is Biron?
Yes.
Biron, Teddy Biron. Excellent, Teddy. And you have written, I'm going to steal it away from you, The Lighthouse Keeper Saves the Bay.
Yes.
And I read it, and it is so fun. Now, what made you write this book?
Well, I always told myself I wanted to write a book, but I was like, oh, I'll do it when I'm older. But then I had a moment last year that I was like, what am I waiting for?
Right.
You know, there's nothing stopping me from doing it now.
Right.
So I just got my pen and paper out, and I just started writing all the ideas in my head.
Excellent. And what made you come up with The Lighthouse Keeper?
I just have this fascination with lighthouses. Maybe it's just because I live on Cape Cod, but
Right.
I just love it. And I love the idea of like this old man just around his lighthouse.
Yeah.
So I based a story around him.
Oh, and it's wonderful. It's very engaging, and it's got a great theme. Obviously, it's about ocean pollution.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If you're on your way to Florida, you'll have to stop in North Carolina. They got a bunch of lighthouses in North Carolina, Tybee Island and all those areas down through there in Georgia, and that'll be so much fun for sure. Anyway, back to this. I segue. So who did the illustrations?
I did the illustrations.
So you wrote the book and did the illustrations?
Yes.
So are you an artist by choice?
Yes, artist first, author second.
Excellent, excellent. Well, the pictures are absolutely adorable. Now, when you decided to write this, you went to Sandwich High School or a different
Yes,
high
Sandwich
school?
High School.
You graduated from Sandwich?
Yes, 2020.
2020. Oh my God, so you're just a baby.
I know, yes.
Not really. You're a grown-up. I understand that. So when you were in Sandwich High School, did you take a lot of writing classes or?
No, I tried to get something going where an art class would kind of join with an English class, but nothing kind of came out because I wanted to see if I could collaborate with some authors in the school and see if I could illustrate for them, but nothing really came up. So this was such a good opportunity for me outside of high school to make my own book.
Sure. Where can I find the book?
Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and booksamillion.com.
Wow. Gosh, you got it in Barnes & Noble too, huh?
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
I would think. And who published it? Is it self-published?
It's Brilling & Baxter, their publishing company.
And they're out of?
Plymouth.
They're out of Plymouth.
Yes.
Excellent. Wonderful. So did you take the idea of them and said, hey guys, let's publish this book?
I wrote the book and I started a few of the illustrations, and I was meeting with authors around Cape Cod, and they're just like, you know, it's really difficult to publish a book, so you're just going to put as many applications out there as possible. So, and I found Brilling & Baxter, and I just had this good feeling about them, and they got back to me immediately, and we had a really good success together.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
That is excellent, excellent. So what do you do now, though? You were teaching, right?
Yes, I was at Forestdale for 2 years.
And you were a what, ESP?
ESP.
Which means extrasensory perception? No. No.
I wish. Educational support professional.
Excellent.
Yes.
And what did you do when you did that?
So I was in classrooms working with students with developmental issues or educational issues. So I was just like supporting them in the classroom.
Oh, excellent. So did you work art with them at all, or?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great, great. So were you born here in Sandwich?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Are you a Cape Codder, like born on Cape Cod?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, then that really makes a difference for this book.
Yes,
Because it's a real live book from a real live Cape Codder.
Yeah.
I hope you're going to promote that end of it.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. So where do you want to go from here? I mean, I know you said you were moving to Florida on Thursday, and there is supposed to be a big storm.
Wish me luck.
But where do you want to? What do you just don't know? Or are you going to write more books, more children's books?
Well, if COVID's taught me anything, it's don't get caught up in your plans because something's gonna get in your way and throw it off. So I just decided I'm just gonna pick up everything and go down to Florida and take it from there.
Excellent.
My long-term goal, I really enjoyed writing the children's book. I'd love to do a children's book, a graphic novel, and then work up to like a novel.
Oh, excellent.
Like the trifecta.
Yeah, the ultimate trifecta. And when you wrote this book, I mean, there must have been some sort of stimulus. You're walking along the beach and you went, oh my gosh,
Well, I had just bought myself an iPad, and I was like, because I really wanted to learn digital art, and I whipped up this drawing of the man with the seagull on his hat, and I just thought he's such an interesting character, and from there I just started writing just like little things about him. I was actually at Forestdale. Every time one of my students had like a snack break or I was on my lunch break, I was just like scrap piece of paper just writing everything down.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
So that's how the story came about.
Oh wow. Did you read it to your kids?
Yes.
Yeah, and did they like it?
Last Friday I got to go to the Forestdale school and read to the whole school.
Oh,
it was amazing.
Nice. Oh, that's great. What did the kids think?
Oh, they loved it.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you go to 4Cs?
Yes.
Online?
Yeah.
And you like that?
I love it.
Yeah, because some kids don't like doing it, I guess, but it means you can really take a class from anywhere.
Yeah, and I really get to take my time, and I don't have to fix my schedule around it. I can just do it whenever I need to.
I see, I see. And what are you studying at 4Cs?
Media studies.
Which is what?
Just art all around.
All around art.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So you're going to pursue that maybe in various mediums?
Yes.
Or, Wonderful. Terrific. So how do your parents feel about this?
Oh, they're ecstatic.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think they were. I don't know if they knew what to think. When I was just like, I'm writing a book, and they're like, oh, okay. And then like, I'm getting it published, and they're like, oh.
Okay.
Because things just kept happening. I just got lucky.
Oh, well, no, it's not luck. Good choices, and you wrote a good book. It's wonderful. So it's really geared to what age do you think it's geared to?
Really 4 to like 8 years old.
4 to 8. Excellent. Would you want to read a couple of passages from it?
I would love to, yeah.
Okay. All right. Wonderful.
He hung up his laundry to dry in salt air, sitting relaxed in an old rocking chair. His 2 little boats, one red and one blue, drifted merrily in waves with nothing more to do. This is one of my favorite pages.
I know, it is. It's beautiful. I like the rhyme.
Yeah. This is one of the kids' favorites. Exhausting himself all day with his chores, he went up to bed and kept birds up with his snores. This was a last-minute addition. I added cats to every single page. I was about to submit all the drawings, and I wanted something cute in all the drawings, so I added little cats.
The little cats are just their faces, just the top of their faces.
But the kids loved,
I
see the cat, I see the cat.
It'll be like, where's Waldo?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, so tell me, what's you said you wanted to write a graphic novel. Do you have ideas that direction yet?
I would love, I love like spooky things. So
Yeah.
I would love to do it about like ghosts. So like maybe like a ghost who has to like investigate like humans. Instead of like humans investigating the paranormal, I'd love to do like put it on its head like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a graphic novel is what?
So it's basically like almost like a chapter book, but made entirely out of pictures. So it's like a big, thick comic book.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I know a gentleman by the name of Matt Wilding. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. You should look him up on the internet. He writes graphic novels and has become very successful at it. So, and I always thought there were words involved, but there aren't.
There are some, but it's
not a lot.
Yeah,
though.
the images really drive the story.
Right. So it really makes a difference on how well you project your art.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And if you did a real novel, what would it be about?
God, I don't know. That's going to be in a few years. Yeah.
A little more experience behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. So you graduated from Sandwich High School. You go to Cape Cod Community College. You've written a book. What else is there?
I don't know. I'm afraid I've peaked and I'm downhill from here.
I doubt that.
Yeah.
I doubt that. So if you go to Florida, do you know where you're going to go in Florida? Or you don't know?
Claremont. It's about 20 minutes from Orlando.
Okay. That's supposed to be less stormy, I guess. Than,
Yeah, I think it's going around.
Yeah, I hope so for your sake. And do you have friends down there? Or?
Yes, I've got friends and family down there.
Oh, excellent. Good.
Yeah.
So you'll have a place to sleep the first night.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't just sleep in your
Cardboard
car.
box with a storm going over my head.
There you go. Well, listen, that could become a novel.
Yeah.
You never know. I always tell people when I hear they're telling me a story about something, I'll say, you should be writing this down. This could be a book. Because everybody has a story. You know that?
Well, before I wrote this book, I just have a notes section in my phone of just like these stories, ideas from like 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Just like this idea right before I go to bed, I just jot it down.
Oh, well, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah. So is that where this came from?
Yeah.
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 I think I had like one of the rhymes from one of the pages, and I just kind of went off that.
Are you excited about the fact that, I mean, you'll be getting residuals and all kinds of fun stuff, you know, from selling the book?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So do you know how many you've sold so far?
No, but on Amazon it is a bestseller for new releases.
Yay!
Yes, I was
Yay.
so surprised about that.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So if I wanted to find the book, let's go over it again.
Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and BooksAMillion.com.
Okay. And is it on sale at Titcomb's here in Sandwich?
No, I would love it to be, but it's very difficult for me to put books in stores, just like money-wise.
Yeah, I see. Well, maybe they'll call you and say they want to have the book.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Because it is absolutely adorable. How long have you been drawing and doing art? Forever?
Forever, yeah. This was so new to me to like write words and then do the drawings after.
Yeah.
So it was just such a new experience.
Did you have to match them?
Yeah, yeah. It was difficult, like getting the pictures based on the words. I didn't know what I wanted to really emphasize with the words, because especially for children's, it's the pictures that drive the story. And like when I read children's books as kids, it's the pictures that I remember.
Yeah.
So that's what I like spent most of my time. It took me 2 months to write the words, but like 6 months to do all the drawings.
Have you had a lot of input? I mean, have you had a review yet and all of that on the book?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of positive reviews online.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great. That's terrific. So is it available in the Barnes & Noble or no, just online?
Just online.
Just online, which is the best way to sell anything these
Yes.
days.
Especially if I've got family far out,
Yeah, that's
other side
right.
of the country, it's nice for them.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. And do you have siblings?
Yes, I've got an older sister who just moved to Ireland, and my younger...
She moved to Ireland?
Yes, yes.
You people.
I know, we just get up and go.
And what's she doing in Ireland?
She's doing her graduate's degree, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful. Where is she going?
Belfast.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We're
great.
planning a trip to go visit her.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And you said you have another one?
Yeah, my younger sister, she just moved to Emmanuel College.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. So she's just graduated from Sandwich and
Yes.
is now at college. Well, your family, your parents are empty nesters.
Yeah, I don't know if they know what to do now.
They're gonna track you on their phones when you're going down to Florida.
Oh, yeah. They're a nervous wreck.
I'm sure. So, if you want anybody to take something away from this book, what would it be?
Definitely that it's our responsibility to help clean up the ocean. And in this book, we have got so many ocean friends who depend on us to keep their water safe, because some people like throw their trash in the water and
Right.
it makes animals sick. And so it's our responsibility to clean up after ourselves after we have a beach day, or if we see a piece of trash floating away, like grab it, even if it's not ours.
Right, right. And that's true almost for everywhere,
Yes.
right? But certainly here on Cape Cod is a huge issue.
Because that's where we see it the most. Yeah.
That's where we see it the most, for sure. And I love the front of the book illustration. Who picked that out?
My publisher.
Yeah.
She looked through all the pictures, and I think she thought the kids would resonate with this one the most.
Oh, I know, with the seal swimming with the fish.
Yeah, when I went to Forestdale, the second grade teachers asked me if I could do like a draw along with the kids, so I taught them all how to draw the seal. It was so
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And did they do pretty good?
They did amazing. I was a little nervous that I was going to lose my job.
That's funny. But, well, they're simple drawings, though. But
Yeah.
simple drawings sometimes are the hardest.
Yeah, and again, this was such a new thing for me to like draw on my iPad, so I had to look up a lot of videos on how to like do it. And I was definitely online like comparing myself to other books to see like, you know, how they were successful and how I could be successful.
So, okay, explain this to me. So you did it all on your iPad.
Yes.
And then so you don't have any hard copies of these?
No.
There's no watercolors somewhere of these?
No.
No. So, okay, so explain it to me. So you did it on your iPad, and then what do you do with the pictures you've drawn?
So then I download like high resolution images, and then that's when I send it to my publisher. She put it all together, and then the distributor was able to print all the copies.
Oh, I see. So when you sent it to your publisher, did you put it in a certain order, or did she make the order?
I made the order.
You did?
Yeah.
I see. Which went with the words?
Yes.
That you wanted on the same page, right? Okay. So I'm fascinated with the fact that you just you drew it online, or you drew it on your iPad and then downloaded it to send off to her. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is that how it's always done now?
I'm not quite sure, but I think it definitely has sped up the process for illustrators for books.
Yeah, I would think. I would definitely think. Have you had anybody ask you though, gee, do you have the watercolor of this, or could you print it out, or could you?
I've had that idea in the back of my head. I thought
because they'd be adorable pictures in a child's room.
Yes.
You know, or a poster.
Yeah.
Or something. So you might want to think about that.
Yeah.
Make some more money.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're not sure what you're going to write next, but you're definitely going to write something. You're not going to write another children's book, huh?
I would love to do another children's book, but I would definitely like to do a children's book, graphic novel, and then a novel.
I see.
Yeah.
So you've done the children's book.
Yeah.
So now you want to move on.
Yeah.
When you get down to Florida, though, wouldn't it be perfect? You could do a manatee. You could do
Yeah.
about all the manatees.
Yeah.
And these look similar to seals, only a little uglier.
Yeah. And my house is right next to a swamp, so I could do something like an alligator. Or,
Oh, yeah. Ooh, be careful.
Yeah.
These kinds of books for kids, though, what did the teachers think out at Forestdale? They must have thought that was great.
I think the teachers were really happy that the kids could make a connection between a teacher that they worked with in class and then an actual children's book. And I had a lot of kids after I read to them, I want to write my own book, I want to write my own book. I said, do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You said you've gotten some great reviews online, which is wonderful. I love the title, "The Lighthouse Keeper Saves the Bay." I mean, it says it all right there. You know, it's really a good title for sure. And I saw that who'd you dedicate the book to?
I dedicated the book to the friends and family of Forestdale School.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they did so much for me, and I thought the least I could do was do something for them.
Oh, that's wonderful. How long, I didn't even ask, how long did it take you to write it?
Like around 6 months, the whole
Really?
process of, till I gave it up to my publisher and she took over.
And I think I asked you about your art, but did you do hard art, or with actual pens and paper and whatever forever, or is this something new?
So I definitely do like acrylic paints and collages. That's like my specialty.
I getcha.
Yeah.
And what kind of collages do you do?
I do a lot of boats and like seascapes.
Yeah.
Stuff that would appeal to Cape Codders.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you sell them anywhere?
I just do commissions.
Yeah. Nice. You don't have a website yet?
I do. TeddyBiron.com.
TeddyBiron.com.
Yes.
And can I buy the book there too?
Yes.
Excellent. And do you have any of the things that you've done up on line that people could look at and maybe want to buy?
Yes, I have all my previous works
nice.
right on my website.
Oh, nice. Excellent. I think you're also an entrepreneur. Maybe you should be studying business.
Yeah.
Sounds like you've got it going. So if I wrote to you and said, gee, I would like, again, I love the illustrations in this. If I wanted one of those illustrations, could you figure out how to sell it to me?
Yeah, I have a page on my website just for commissions, so people can directly message me and I can work on it.
Oh, wonderful. So it's TeddyBiron.com.
Yes.
You can get the book there. You can get the book at Barnes & Noble online, Amazon online, and what's the other one?
Books A Million.
Books A Million.
Yes.
Okay, I've never heard of Books A Million. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. That's wonderful. So I love the colors too. I mean, it's definitely the colors of the sea. Did that just all just came to you as you're sitting there with your iPad?
I think
or
anyone
were you
who's
outside looking at the sea?
No, I think anyone who knows my art knows I like to be as vibrant as possible. Especially for a children's book, I just thought color, color, color.
Excellent. Well, it certainly pops
Yeah.
every which way, for sure. So you see yourself writing a graphic novel next. You don't know when that's going to be.
No.
It's just when the mood hits you.
Yeah, this took a lot of energy out of me. I might wait a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I bet you did. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, you have to think of all these different things. And plus, the rhymes are very adorable, and they have to rhyme.
What was interesting is I met this woman who, Lauren Walk. She.
Oh, sure, Lauren.
Yeah, she's an author. So I met
Yeah.
with her, and she was like, I love the rhyming. She goes, but I want you to write a draft that isn't rhyming and see if you like that any better. So there's a whole draft where it doesn't rhyme, but I definitely like the rhyming much better.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier for kids to remember. I think,
Yes.
you know.
And it's more fun to read that way.
Yeah, it is. It is. Did you meet with other authors as well? Or?
I met with Dean Coy, the Chesterton author.
Oh, Dean Coe.
Coe,
Dean Coe.
yes.
Yeah. Dean Coe. Oh, he's a character.
Yes. Yeah.
He'll be wanting you to do his illustrations next.
Yeah, I was trying to tell him about the iPad, and he was writing everything down. I think he was really interested in maybe doing that for himself.
Yeah. I can imagine he was. I can't imagine him doing it, but his books are adorable as well.
Yes.
They're very, very cute. Well, I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
What more can we do? I mean, you know, you're going to have a success here for sure. And everybody should go out and buy one for their grandkids or their kids, for that matter. Did you give one to the Sandwich Library?
So I was at the library on Saturday doing a book signing, and a family came up to me and they handed me some money, and they said, we want this money to go towards the Sandwich Library purchasing a book for them. So I was really touched by that.
Oh, that's wonderful. And if I were going to buy it online, how much is it?
$22.
$22.
Yep.
Well, the illustrations are worth it alone, and it's an adorable story.
Thank you.
So thank you, teddybyron.com. We'll get that in there again. You are terrific, and it's been fun talking with you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. Wow, Teddy Biron, he was not only adorable, but he's also very, very talented, and his illustrations are just gorgeous. They are absolutely gorgeous in this book. So, How the Lighthouse Keeper Saved the Bay is a fantastic little book for kids, and I hope you get one. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time on another Cape Conversations.